I can't believe it's only been a day since the first trial. My trial begins tomorrow. White's going to set a trap for me. And the prosecution will be in on it, of course. Edgeworth included. An attorney was assigned to me by the state yesterday. I refused. I had an idea. Wright! Mr. Wright! Oh, Maya. Great, they let you out of detention. Just now, yes. It's all thanks to you. Ah, now I'm afraid we switched places. What? You mean, you? I'll explain what had happened to Maya. I don't believe it. How many people does that man need to destroy before he's satisfied? My mother, my sister, now you. This has gone too far. Mr. Wright, please tell me, is there anything I can do? Well, defend me in court is funny. Cheer me on, man. I need a good cheerleader right now. Well, you could cheer for me in court. Cheer for you? You mean, like a cheerleader? Yeah, like that. Alright, leave it to me. Huh? I'd better go get a uniform and some pom-poms. Oh, wait. What? I'm kidding. It was a joke. No way. Oh, really? I was kidding. But thanks, it's good to know you're on my side. There really isn't anything you can do for me anyway. But I can't just sit here and do nothing. I got to give that man a piece of my mind. Just a piece? Okay, then come to the trial tomorrow. Okay, I'll be there. I'll show them a thing or two. Times may change, yet with crime, it's the same old story. In fact, it's gotten worse. Lengthy court proceedings are no longer realistic. Beginning a few years ago, a limit of 3 days was put on initial court trials. Almost all finish in a day. Most will have a guilty verdict. I never thought I would end up in the defendant's chair myself for this case. With the true culprit appearing as the star witness. This is it. Tomorrow it's me or him. Alright, time to save. And we're gonna take that swarmy, smug son of a gun down. And it will be glorious. I tell you. Here it is. It's Judgment Day, folks. Judgment Day is upon us. Well, I guess this is it. Yeah. One way or another, this case gets decided today. Ah, the Phoenix! Look! Prosecutor Edgeworth. I received a call from the Chief Prosecutor's office yesterday. I was told that whatever Mr. White says today, it will be the absolute truth. No matter how you try to attack his testimony, if I raise an objection, I have it on good faith that the judge will listen to me. What, does White have the judge in his pocket too? So, you're saying I'm going to be guilty in the story? I will do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything. Why? Why? How can you torment an innocent person like this? Innocent? How can we know that? The guilty will always lie to avoid being found out. There's no way to tell who is guilty and who is innocent. All that I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty. So I make that my policy. Edgeworth, you've changed. Phoenix, you know him? Don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix, right? The Phoenix. Well, court will be starting soon. What? But wait. Your defense attorney isn't even here yet. They're not. I'll be defending myself. What? Okay, let's do this. Man defending himself in court. It's gonna be awesome. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to doing this? Yes, Your Honor. I will be defending myself. Understood. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. As the details of the event are quite clear to the court, today we will hear the testimony of a witness to the defendant's crime. I see. The prosecution may call its witness. That went far too smoothly. Why didn't the judge ask Edgeworth why his witness didn't testify before? It's like he already knows why. If anyone's going to raise an objection about this, I suppose it's me. Well, what have I got to lose? Mr. Edgeworth, you want an explanation to the court. Why didn't this witness... Come on, man. Talk properly. Why didn't this witness testify in the trial against Miss Maya Fey? I'm ever so sorry. Mr. White is a busy man, and besides, at the time, I thought that Miss May's opinion was all that would be needed. Again, my sincerest apologies to the court. Excellent, Mr. Edgeworth. I appreciate your demeanor. Oh, that bow. Ugh. Great, he gets to show off and I get nowhere. I would like to call Mr. Red White to the stand. Please state your full name. You wish to know the title of my personage? Oh no, that's lame. Your name. Yes, that is what I said. Oh dear, do my locutions confuse? Name. These two are great together. My name is Red White, but my friends call me Blanco Nino. White child? Okay. I don't get it, but... I am the CEO, or to use a more common term, the president of Blue Corp. Did you know the victim, Miss Mia Fey? That would be a negatory. No, I do not. You were at the Gatewater Hotel the night of the murder? Correct. And you witnessed the murder from there? Ahem. I tell you what you already know. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your testimony. I can't rip this guy's testimony apart. I'm done for. Why do I always feel like it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing? I'm gonna guess that most of the time that's how it's gonna be for you. It's just a guess. What do I know? Oh, ho, ho. Oh, you... Yeah, that bugs me. I hope you have made your peace with God, Mr. Lawyer. Let him have it, Phoenix. Alright. What did you say? What are you gonna say wrong? Let's see, it was about 9 o'clock, I believe. I was quietly reading to you some papers by the window. Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. It was then I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. Called Miss May over at once. She too was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible infection. Then it was all over. If things occurred as you testify, then I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. Very well, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. See, the 9 o'clock, yeah. Quietly corresponding with reading some papers by the window. Yeah. Heard a bedlam coming from outside. Okay. Surprised I didn't look at the building across the way. Yeah. Then I saw him. Back here, man, attacking a woman with long hair. Yeah. You say that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. Well, how could you tell it was me? What you just said directly conflicts with Miss May's testimony. Miss May clearly stated that the assailant looked like a girl. I've always been proud of my eyesight, Mr. Lawyer. Just what is your eyesight? Counting both eyes, 40. Haha, 20, 40. I get it. You and your berlingage. Stop showing off. I'm the one supposed to be showing off. 40. Don't add them together. I think the witness is trying to say his eyesight is good. Hey, whose side is the judge on anyway? And what did you do then? I called Miss May over at once. She too was surprised, of course. What was Miss May doing at that time? She had just finished watching a soap opera on the TV and was weeping openly. Did you know she had been tapping the Faye out of his phone? Irrelevant. That has nothing to do with the case at hand. I cannot. I'll answer the lawyer's bold inquiry. Miss May was acting alone when she tapped the phone of this Faye woman. You would make a good politician, Mr. White. Ho! No, after all, I am El Presidente. He likes his Spanish, I see. Please continue. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Can you be a little bit more detailed about that? I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened. Of course, comprende, there we are. I understand. Yet, the victim was attacked by you and ran to the left. You gave chase and struck her down. Are you sure? As you know, I am always absolutely perfect. Yeah, I love to punch your absolutely perfect teeth out with those rings of yours. Ugh. Sickens me. Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect this new detail. The victim ran to the left and you gave chase. Is a contradiction. I object because of this. Objection! Wait right there. Mr. White, you've dug your own grave. What is this? You said the victim ran to the left, but that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly said that the victim ran right. Oh, it's simple. You have misheard her. I think not. Look at the floor plans. The killer was here, and the victim here. The victim ran to the left, as you claimed she did. She would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd? Oh, very strange. I did see her run to the left. I did. Finn, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one. True. Maybe he really did see the victim on the left. He did witness the killing. Wait a second. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? Miss May says right, and Mr. White says left. Could you explain this contradiction to the court? Both are right. Both witnesses are telling the truth, for once. Ha! I doubt it. Rather, that does not clear up the contradiction. There was one scenario that would explain their conflicting accounts. What? Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel. Mr. Wright, what do you mean? Yes, what do you mean? He was not viewing the crime from the hotel. If he was not in the hotel, where could he have been? In the law offices of Fay & Co., of course. More specifically, he was standing here. Time to show the court where Mr. White was standing. Take that! This is where he was. Look, when the victim ran for the door, if he was watching from this point, to him it would appear that she ran to the left. Please, this is no time for jokes and ill taste. That is where the killer was standing. Order. I will have order. Anyone disturbing the order of this courtroom will be held in contempt. Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting? Rascallion. Objection. The postulations of the defense are a distortion of the truth, Your Honor. Indeed, they do seem a bit far-fetched. Ho ho ho. You provide us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer. What now? He's laughing? The hilarity of the moment made me remember something. It appears I have been unclear, and for this I apologize. Mr. Your Honor, might I be allowed to testify once more? Very well. Let's hear your revised testimony. Good luck. You can't fix a broken testimony, buddy. Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left, and then you hit her savagely. That is what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. I already see the contradiction. That's just what Miss May saw. You see, you hit her twice. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer? That does seem to make sense. Will you be cross-examining the witness's testimony? You bet I will. I mean, yes, Your Honor. I don't need to press nothing. Okay, there, testimony. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left, and then you hit her savagely. One side, then to the right, you chased her and delivered the final blow. That's what Miss May saw. See, you hit her twice. Except, pretty sure it said only once. Objection! Mr. White, the victim died from a single blow. What do you have to say to that? Now's my chance to hit him where it counts. Mr. White, wasn't it you who told us this court you were absolutely perfect? I would refrain from using this phrase from now on. Your Honor, if you could ask the witness for a new testimony. The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. I would like to request a 10-minute break. Yes, quite. Objection! The witness is confused because he's lying. I emphatically request that there be no break, Your Honor. Very well. If the witness would care to revise his testimony. The crowd's on my side. No slipping out of this now, White. Mr. White? Okay. Well, see, I looked at the other window when I heard that thing fall. Then, the next moment, I saw Miss Mia run to the left. The killer, you attacked her, but she dodged. And then she turned and ran for the door. Then you did her in with a single blow. Thwap. Thwap indeed. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. Mr. Your Honor, my stomach, you see, it is hurting. Deal with it. This is almost over. Let's see. Looked at the other window when I heard this thing fall. You heard that thing fall? What exactly was that thing? Huh? Oh, that. The glass light stand. Right, the one that had fallen over the sea. Phoenix, doesn't something about that strike you as odd? Yeah, very good. Yeah, that is odd. I'll press further. Mr. White. Huh? What? You're saying you saw the glass light stand? Yes. Then change your testimony to reflect that. Mr. Sorry, my bad. The witness will revise his testimony. Okay, of course. The light stand was lying on the floor when I looked. Uh-huh. Broken beyond all recognition. Yeah, there's no way you could tell. So, Mr. White. It was impossible for you to have seen the light stand. What? The stand broke into pieces when it fell. Oof! Just by seeing the broken pieces, you have no idea it was a light stand. So tell me, exactly when was it that you saw the stand? Answer the question. Isn't it obvious? I saw the stand before it fell over. So, you saw the stand before the victim was attacked then? Correct! That would be no problemo, right? Great problemo. There's a big problem here. What problem is this? Mr. White, let me make sure I have this straight. You saw the glass light stand through the window from the hotel before the incident occurred. Correct! Not just so. It's conclusive, definitive, undeniable, and unimpeachable. No, it's impossible. You couldn't have seen the stand. What? Why couldn't he? You have proof? I sure do, Your Honor. A person in the hotel could not see the stand before it fell over. Where's the thing? Like 4 plates. Check. Hot damn, yes. There we are. I knew it. I saw. Take that! Look at this. These are the floor plans to the scene of the murder, yes? Correct, Your Honor. Now, look. If you were to look through the window at the office, this is the area you would be able to see. Here. Well, note that the stand is not within the visible area. Well, Mr. White, what do you have to say to that? Right, the curiosity. Mr. White, if you were in the Gatewater Hotel as you claim, you could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell either. There's no way you could have recognized the broken shards as a glass light stand. So when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been the moment that it fell. And the only place you could have seen that from is inside the Fela office. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Go! Mr. White? Mr. White? You did it, didn't you? Mr. Your Honor, I miss Mia. Heh. Looks like we're about to get our verdict.
Objection!
That's far enough, Phoenix Wright. What? I forgot about Edgeworth. Mr. White. I think the time has come. Shouldn't you confess your crime now, What? I said you should confess your crime. Ergo, confess that you placed the wiretap. So, the wiretap. Order, order. Mr. Edward, explain to the court what you mean by this. Distinguished members of the court, Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain. I really don't like the way this is headed. As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Blue Corp. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law offices of Miss Fay. What does that have to do with Your Honor? The question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office, and by whom? No, you wouldn't. Mr. White, in order to place the wiretap, you entered Miss Fay's office. Am I correct? Correct! You are most correct, Myers. Give me a break. Yes, in order to place the wiretap, I breached the framework of the Francolaya law. That is when I saw that accursed nightstand. Now I'm confused. Please explain to the court what all of this means, Mr. Edgeworth. Gladly, Your Honor. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position quite clear. He has determined that Mr. White knew the glass stand was in the office. He has shown that there was only one time Mr. White could have been seen on the stand. At the very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. Wright would like you to believe that Mr. White was the murderer. I see. However, it is a fact that Mr. White had been to that office well before the murder took place. When he went to that place to wiretap, he could have seen the glass light stand then. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright's theory is revealed for the basis conjecture it is. Wait, I think I might have something for this. Let's see. Mr. White, you will testify to the court about this wiretapping. Ah, not that again. Ahem, leave it to me. I feel faint. You're gonna screw up. You're gonna screw up. You're gonna screw up. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I had entered the Faincola offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. That is when I saw this glass light stand. I'm gonna find a contradiction here. I'm gonna do it. So you saw the stand before the night of the incident. And this is how you were able to identify what had fallen over by the sound? Correct! That is right. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine. What am I supposed to do now? Good luck, Phoenix. Hold on here. Don't I have something? Hold on, I want to press first. I don't want to do anything bad quite yet. I need to make sure of things. Do you have proof?
Objection!
Miss April Bay knew the details of Miss Bay's phone conversation. This proves that the wiretap was placed before the murder. Huh? Right. I entered the Faincola offices. Was it really you that went into the office? Or was it Miss May?
Objection!
Unidentified fingerprints several days old were found in the Faincola offices. Those were obviously Mr. White's. I know Edgeworth, he's already run a check on those prints. Now, Mr. White, tell us why you went to the Faincola offices. That does to the place of wiretap.
Hold it!
Why did you tap me as phone?
Objection!
This has no bearing on the current case, Your Honor. Blue Corp is a detective agency of sorts. We have a responsibility to protect client confidentiality. That is why I saw this glass light stand.
Hold it!
Why did you notice something as innocuous as a light stand? The light stand was made entirely out of glass. It was quite stylish, so I guess it made a lasting impression on me. Such a beauteous thing deserves attention, does it not? That is all. Damn it. There's nothing there for me to press him on. Oh well, maybe he's rattled enough so I can bluff something out of him.
Hold it!
I want to do that again. Maybe something else new happened? Yes, proof. Proves that the wire doesn't fix when the murder. I'm gonna go on a wild card. Please, please, please work. Maybe this is the bluff he's talking about?
Objection!
No. Dang it. Curses. I'm gonna see it right quick before I make any more mistakes. Eesh. Is there anything I have? Press. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Hold it!
Da-da-da-da-da-da. Why she tap my phone? No bearing on the current case. Uh-oh. Don't tell me I've run out of ammo. I'm afraid that's as far as you go, Mr. Wright. The time has come for you to admit your defeat. You fought honorably. No more. I can't take this anymore. Mr. Wright? Are you giving up? Yes, Your Honor. Phoenix. Phoenix, over here. I know that voice. Mia? Never give up, Phoenix. Ah! I'm going crazy. I'm seeing a ghost. I'm seeing a dead person. What's going on? Ah! And now he fainted. Where am I? The waiting lobby. What happened? Oh, right. I lost the trial. I was hallucinating. Ah, you're finally awake. Yak! Again? Hey, Phoenix! Gak? That's no way to greet an old friend. Phoenix, I want you to look at me. You're... Maya? Didn't you know the Fae women have strong psychic powers? when you accepted your defeat in court. It appears that was strong enough of a shock to awaken Maya's true powers. So, Maya is channeling you, Mia? That's right, I am Maya, but I am also Mia. And that is not confusing in the slightest. Also, those clothes are not big enough for you. Now, I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. Maya never gave up. You can't either. That's what I came here to tell you. But we don't have much time, Phoenix. Now listen. You've already won. Huh? You have that receipt in the court record, right? So it was that thing, I just technically didn't know that it was the thing, and so I wasn't supposed to do it yet. So I was right, just a bit too early. The one you wrote Maya on? Phoenix. White wrote that, not me. So, what do I do with it? Look at the front of the receipt. The front? Regular receipt. Looks like it's from a famous department store. $1,000. Wow, big spender. Item, glass light stand. Date of purchase, September 4th. September 4th? That's right, Phoenix. I bought that stand the day before I was killed. Whoa. Now, what did Mr. White say in his testimony? It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. He said he saw the stand the week before the murder. There you go. I think the court is about to reconvene. Go do it, Phoenix. You know you're innocent, and now you just have to prove it. Right! Oh, hot damn. Now I got you. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. Is the defendant rather... Are you alright, Mr. Phoenix? Yes, sorry, Your Honor. I'm fine now. Then let's start where we left off. Your Honor, there is nothing to go back to. The cross-examination of Mr. White is finished. All that is required now is for you to pass judgment on the defendant, Phoenix Wright. Your Honor, please give me one more chance. I promise you, this is the last time I'll ask you. But as Mr. Edgeworth has noted, the trial is more or less finished. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have an opinion on this matter? I say, let us give Mr. Phoenix Wright this last chance. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. And here we go. You son of a bitch! Objection! Look closely at this. See the word Maya written in blood? Blah! You're grasping. I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt. The other side? Your Honor, would you tell the court what is written on the other side of the receipt? Well, a glass light stand? And the date of purchase? Why, that's the day before the murder! You see, Mr. White, when you allegedly entered Fanco's law offices at the beginning of September, the stand could not have been there. Well, Mr. White, can't get out of this one, can you? No, it's impossible, but... Uh-oh, he's losing it. Well, Your Honor, I understand there must be quite a bit of pressure on you. But I think you'll agree you can't judge me guilty under these circumstances. Very well. Then, that is all for the trial of...
Objection!
Not so fast, Phoenix Wright. Eh? What? No way can he worm his way out of this. Oh wait, I forgot. It's Edgeworth. There is a certain thread of logic to the defendant's claims. However, there is no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent. Ergo, I would like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted his freedom. I need time to make one more inquiry into this matter. Another inquiry? This isn't going to be another one of those updated autopsy reports. This guy's making up evidence as he pleases. Bad. Object! Mr. White's guilt is obvious. There is no need to prolong this trial any further. Well, Mr. Edgeworth? If anyone is going to call Mr. White to trial, it would be me, the prosecution. I need a day to ascertain whether these new claims have any basis in factual evidence. I see. Objection denied. What? The completion of the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright will be postponed until tomorrow. No! There's no telling what will happen if I can't end this now. Edgeworth is sure to come up with, or just make up something. And after Mia showed up to help me at all. Oh, you... Mr. Your Honor, may I go home? Of course. Thank you for your time. The witness will stay. Ha-ha! My overwhelming presence commands it so. And always one. Who said that? Mia! Phoenix, read this note out loud. Mia, what's this? Memo receipt from Mia. List of people's names in Mia's handwriting. Whoa, I bet I know what this is. Your Honor, if I may. You're quite persistent today, Mr. Wright. You bet I am. My life is riding on this one. I have something I would like to read to the court.
Take that!
The memo Mia had given me was a list of names. Many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in finance, famous celebrities. That's when it happened. Stop! Desist! Halt! Please, stop! Make him stop! How did you get that list? Mr. White, admit your guilt right here, right now, or else this list will be released to the press. I confess. I confess. I did it. I hit her. I hit Miss Mia with the thinker. Case closed, Your Honor. Oh. Well, I see no reason to continue this trial. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? You've done it again. That was quite a spirited defense. Yes, Your Honor. I guess you could say that. If only you knew how spirited it was. Well, this court finds the defense, the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright, not guilty. Yeah! Eat it, Edgeworth. That is all. This court is adjourned. Well, I never thought I'd be saying this again. But congratulations, you're lucky I was born a Fae. I'm lucky I had both you and Maya on my side. I'm glad you made it. Thank you, Phoenix. You risked a lot to help me, and Maya. I won't forget it as long as I live. As long as you live? My time here is running out. Huh? Maya's powers are still weak. I can't stay here that long. But what? No, there's still so much to say. Don't worry. I'm sure we'll meet again. Chief. I'm not the chief anymore. Phoenix, You come to the office tonight, say 9 o'clock? The office? I'll see you later. Chief, Mia! Being here, it's hard not to think about that night. You came! Mia! I was kind of worried you might not. Huh? Of course I came. Well then. I'm pretty hungry. How about a burger? But Mia... You should see your face. Mia. What are you talking about? It's me, Maya. But Maya? What, did I look like my sister? Look like you were her. I might be able to use that. Oh, Phoenix, go to the store and buy me lunch, would you? Maya, why are you here? Because of this. See, Mia wrote me a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me. Take care of, huh? She means the office, this office. Someone has to help with the new writing code law offices, right? And who better but me, Maya Fey, reporting for duty. Wait, no, on a second thought, let's make this casual. Yo, Nick, Maya here, ready to get down to business. You don't mind me calling you Nick, do you? It's a great name, Mia said that's what your friend Larry calls you. Nick? You know what this means? We're partners. You know, when I think about it, it is Maya's fault I'm here now. But if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be in jail. Right in Cola offices. It's got a good ring to it. Yeah. Thanks, Maya. Whoa. Good luck, Phoenix. I'll always be here, watching. Like that. Something beautiful. Right, okay, Nick, let's do it. Huh? Do what? Burgers, dummy! Burgers! There's a great burger joint just down the street. Come on, time's wasted. Okay, but wait up. Well, that was the end of that. Time for a brand new chapter. See you guys then.